Hi everybody, it's Psychic Medium Carla, and today I want to do a video about pet reincarnation, soul pets. Yeah, so if anybody follows me on like Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, or you've watched my shorts, you are aware that I have recently lost my precious and beautiful Simba. He graduated to the next life March 16th of 2024. Simba is my soul dog. We have a very, very deep soul bond, and I have had this dog in my physical lifetime, this physical lifetime, 4 times. I've had this dog since I was almost 3 years old, or 3 years old, if memory serves me correctly, 3 years old. I'm not going to go into all the different Simba bodies or Simba stories or anything like that. I'm sure nobody really wants to hear any of that. They want to hear about pet reincarnation. But before I do that, in case you haven't seen, I want to share what I did in memory of my baby boy. That is obviously Simba's name. It says Soul Dog underneath, and that is his paw. That is a picture of his paw. Actual size, or as close as I could get it. Might be a little smaller, but anyways, I have pictures of that on Instagram and TikTok, and I wanted to do that so I could put his paw over my heart whenever I wanted. But people have very strong attachments to their dogs and their cats and their horses and their animals. Animals are amazing. I personally believe animals are so much more evolved than us, especially our soul pets. They come with a mission. They make soul agreements with us. They are part of your soul group, just like your family, your friends, your spouses, your bosses, the people you hate, the people you like, the people you love. It is absolutely no different. Animals come and you have your soul agreements and soul contracts with these animals. I know how connected I am to Simba. And I know that I have had many, 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 many lifetimes with him, not just in this physical body, but in other lifetimes. We are deeply connected, and our soul bond is amazing. It's huge. We have a bond that it goes beyond words. He is my soul pet. The contract or agreement that we have spans lifetimes. I know it does. Again, I've had him my whole life, with a few years of breaks in between since I was 3. I'm 55. I've had this dog by my side. The longest break I think I had is the first time that I lost him, when he was a she and his name was Sheba. This was the first time in this lifetime that I had gotten a dog. She was our family dog. The names are almost similar. I mean, I didn't realize this until later on, of course. But I had that dog. I grew up with that dog. I grew up with Sheba from the time I was 3 until I want to say I was 15, when we had to put her down and we lost our family dog. And I said, it's either 14 or 15, I can't remember exactly, but I said, I don't ever want to feel this feeling again. That was my first major loss. And I was like, I did not want to feel like that again. So fast forward to 28 years old, and that's when I got my first dog as an adult, and it was Simba. So I had a 13 years without a dog, which sucked, by the way. Anyways, my sister found Simba and another puppy walking down Sheldon Road. That's a road in Tampa. And long story short, I took the dog, and here comes the beginning of the Simba series. Once I knew who Simba was, and he passed away at the young age of 3, he came to me, told me he'd be back. I got him back within 4 or 5 months. I named him Simba again. That Simba lived 8 years. Same thing. Told me, I'll be back. This Simba, 3rd time named Simba, but 4th time in my life, in this lifetime, lived to be almost 16. Almost 16, which is amazing for a large dog. And I've already had interaction with him in the astral dimension. I've had my visit. I had a visit relatively quickly with the help of my father and my wife, praying and asking, please come visit. Please come visit her. She needs to hear from you. Long story short, I saw my father and I'm yelling out, Poppy, 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 and he's not paying attention to me, but I know why. He brings the dog. I didn't know he had Simba with him. He put the dog in front of me. We were on some kind of a dirt road. I know it was a visit. It was very clear, very vivid. I was able to go out of body and able to reach the astral dimension, which can be very difficult when you're grieving. I'm in heavy grief, so it's hard for them to reach you when you're so heavy. So with the help of my father and the prayers from my wife and everybody, I want to say 10 days after he graduated to the next life, he came to me in a visit. I yelled out when I saw him, Simba, Simba. He came running. His legs were working. He looked amazing. He was happy. He jumped into my arms. I sat on the floor. I was petting him and I was telling him, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I asked him, were you ready? He shook his dog head up and down like, yeah, mommy, I was ready. I was not doing well. And he wasn't, he wasn't. And I asked him, are you coming back again? And he shook his dog head up and down and he said, yes, he'll be back. I know it's going to be a little bit of a longer wait this time, but that's okay. I want him to take his time and do what he needs to do on the other side. I know Simba is a very elevated dog spiritually, and he's got things to do, and that's okay. I want him to take his time, but I know he'll be back, and I know it's going to be a hard time until he does come back. But if you have a pet, whether it's a dog or a cat or a horse or a bunny or whatever, and you have that soul bond with them, know that more than likely you've had this animal more than once. And more than likely, if you decide once your soul pet transitions and you decide and you're ready that you want another one, chances are you're going to get the exact same pet. It's the same soul. Our pets make agreements with us just like our soul groups do, just like our family does. There are soul contracts and soul agreements between you and your pet. And it doesn't matter what kind of pet it is. If you have a soul pet, you've had them more than once. If by some chance the contract was written that you were only going to have them once, and that was the agreement that you and this dog or cat or horse or bunny or goat, whatever it is, cow, who knows, then that's a different story. In that case, when it's your time and you graduate, rest assured that animal is going to be there waiting for you. All the animals that you love will be there waiting for you. You have one soul pet, but you can have many pets. And it's not that you don't love them. You still love them. You love them. But there's that one that you just have that connection with that is undescribable, that's unexplainable. That is what I mean by soul pet. That doesn't mean you don't love the others. It doesn't, because I love a lot of animals. I've loved a lot of animals. Other people's animals, animals that I see on down the street or whatever. But the connection with your soul pet is special. And special is not even the right word. It's not even the right word. It's something that cannot be described. Your animal is one of your soulmates. It's not a romantic thing. Okay. It's not a romantic thing, but animals can be soulmates. Absolutely. And they go through the exact same process as people do when they're making their soul agreements and their soul contracts with their people. Okay. If you are grieving the loss of an animal, because I know a lot of people feel the exact same way that I do, know that if you go get another pet, more than likely it's going to be the exact same one. The outside may look different, but the cream filling's going to be the same. The soul is going to be the same. It's the same animal. It's going to have different traits, and yeah, it's going to have different personality, but there will probably be a dominating trait, just like people have. They might do things that they used to do in their old body, and that might be just for you to realize, oh, man, that's what Coco used to do. That's what uh, Bubba used to do. That's what, Thor used to do. They might do that on purpose. So, hey, it's me. It's me. I'm back. Soul contracts and soul agreements between animals and people exist. It is real, and your pet can reincarnate. If that is the deal that they made with you while you're both on the other side, they will reincarnate. Okay. Again, I've had this dog so far in this lifetime 4 times, and now I got to wait for the 5th time. Got to wait for the 5th time. And I will wait happily for my baby. He is my angel dog now. And I always called him an angel, and he is literally an angel now. But for people that are grieving the loss of a pet, know that you can get the same pet again because they reincarnate just like people, only they reincarnate a lot quicker. And you can have the same dog or cat or whatever over and over again. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I hope this helps somebody who is grieving the loss of an animal. And know to watch for your signs and symbols. They will do the same thing that people do. They will send you signs and symbols. Okay, they will. And know that they're still sitting next to you, beside you. It's not the same, and you can't have that beautiful fluffy fur to stroke or whatever, but they're there. And they can absolutely come back. So I hope that helps somebody who is going through the grieving process like I am right now. So until next time, guys, have a good day.